Hi, I'm Jade.
And I'm Stu.
And we are the Coaster Caravan.
So today we are here in our caravan in Chertsey. We thought we'd just take a break from theme parks today and enjoy the lovely weather. But we thought, why not do another video, just our thoughts on the rides at Alton Towers. So we've created a tier list that you'll see on screen now. So, our first ride in our list is Battle Galleons. I would put it in for a laugh. It's good to soak your friends on, especially in the summer months. However, not so good to soak your friends on in the winter months. Not if you want to be able to
enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, exactly. So, I put it for a laugh. Or actually probably put it into maybe, dependent on weather.
Yeah.
Next is Cuckoo's Driving School. We've never ridden this, or not the demographic for this, so put this on children's rides.
Yeah.
Next is River Rapids.
It's another weather dependent ride there, really.
Yeah. I'll again put in maybe, depending on the weather.
Yeah.
It's a good fun ride, but if it is cold, you don't want to be getting wet. Next is Galactica.
For Galactica, I would save this time, just because Galactica normally does rack up quite a large queue and tends to be like that for most of the day, really. Yeah,
I'll say it this time. It's a good ride for B&M's first flying coaster. It sparked a whole series of them. Some fantastic roller coasters out there. However, itself it's an okay ride. It is, however, Jade's second roller coaster she's ever been on, and did help start her coaster enthusiasm. So, well, it is in its time, but it does hold memories for us. Next one is Fireworks. We'll pull it in never ridden because we've never experienced them personally.
Yeah.
However, we have seen footage from other YouTubers and vloggers, and they do look amazing. So we would say if you do get the opportunity to go and see them, do it. We are the best fireworks in the UK. Now, if you've got the Platinum Pass, you can go in for free. However, any other pass that's below Platinum, then you do have an upcharge to go and see them on certain days because they're not included in that pass. Okay.
Yeah.
Next one is Roundtree's Tree Chop Adventures. I think it used to be called Roundtree's. I think it's just Tree Chop Adventures now. Again, it's a child's ride that we've never ridden ourselves.
Same with Jet Set Go-Getters.
Yeah, Jet Set Go-Getters. Again, it's a children's ride. These are all the CBeebies area. The good kids rides.
Just not really for us,
no,
to be
not
honest.
our demographic. However, one day we might end up going on them because we do have a little one that will be taken to Towers and that. So one day we might go on them.
Yeah.
Next one is Heave Ho.
We have been on this.
Yeah, bit of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
For a laugh.
For a laugh, yeah.
If you're an adult, for a laugh. With kids, even better. So yeah. Next one is Hex.
Hex Legend of the Two Towers.
The Two Towers, that's Lord of the Rings.
It's called Legend of the Two Towers?
It's called Legend of the Towers.
Oh, sorry.
The Two Towers is Lord of the Rings.
Thinking of Lord of the Rings here.
But yeah, Hex Legend of the Towers. It's a must. It is a good dark ride. It's a Vekoma Madhouse.
We've only managed to do it once because it opened in October last year. We got on it then it closed. It wasn't open when we went a couple of weeks ago, and we haven't been since. So
it is due to open at the end of April.
It is open.
It is open?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the Sky Ride, you think?
Oh, right, yeah. Sky Ride is open at the end of April, yeah. But Hex is open. Now, if you do get a chance, go and have a look at it. We did another Vekoma Madhouse at Legoland, which was good, but it's not as good as Hex. The theming and the lighting and all the music is excellent. It's very well done. We've only experienced it in its current version. We hadn't been in its previous version before it got done up. However, we think it is fantastic.
Yeah.
Next is Iggle Piggle in the Night Garden. Again, it's a children's ride.
Yeah.
It's a nice riverboat that takes you around. However, again, we've never been on this ride, so we couldn't really comment on it.
Marauders Mayhem, is that?
It is Marauders Mayhem. It's a teacup ride. Well themed, but it's just a teacup ride. Pull it for a laugh. If you're walking through the area of Mutiny Bay and it's got no queue, get a quick ride on it, and that you'll have a laugh, especially with your friends and that, and then you can crack on to where you're heading to.
Next we have Nemesis Reborn.
So that is a must.
Yeah.
It is a fantastic B&M invert. We have done only one other B&M invert, which was Nemesis at Thorpe Park. Now people do compare it, but if it wasn't for the name, they wouldn't do, because they are two completely different types of coasters. We do, however, prefer Nemesis Reborn, and that's over them. One of those we've only tried since it's been retracked. We've never tried it before.
The original Nemesis, yeah.
However, we do think it's just
definitely a must ride anytime you're there.
Next is Nemesis Subterra.
I would go probably absolutely not. It's not something we really. Well, we've only done it the once, but we wasn't overly keen.
If you're going to go to Towers, do it. If it's not got a queue, because it's an experience.
It's part of the Nemesis lore. It fits into the story.
However, if you've been to Towers before, you've done it before, it's an absolutely not. It's
for you, painful.
Yeah, for me, painful, and that it's stuck me in the back. I had a bruise for weeks on my back, and that because
the little jabby, stabby.
Yeah, the ride system itself isn't the best, and that it's just a bit
lackluster.
And that the lap bar as well, because it's all one row of seats. If you're a particularly big person, you get stapled in, and
everyone else is
next one doesn't add loads of room.
Yeah,
and it's a bit okay. What do I do here? And yeah, so again, nice experience. It goes into the lore of Nemesis. However, it's a one and done.
Yeah.
Next one is Oblivion.
I would say it's a must for me, really.
Yeah.
Do you like to get a go on Oblivion?
Yeah, it's a must. It's a great drop. Just does the drop, goes into the tunnel, comes round back into station. It does take you longer to offload than the whole ride takes. However, it is a good drop. We enjoy it. Next one.
Octonauts.
We have been on this.
We have been on that, yeah.
We did have a child to take on that wanted to go on it.
It's cute.
If you've got children with you, and that who are ages 4,
3 to 6 maybe.
Yeah, 7, and that and meet the height requirements, then I would say it's a must.
It gets them into roller coaster. It's like the first little step.
Yes, it's a good coaster for them. So I'd say it's a must for the little ones.
Yeah.
Next is Peter Rabbit's Hoppity Hoop.
Hippity hop.
Hippity hop. Okay, and I think this one needs to go in children's ride.
Yeah.
I've never ridden. It'd probably break if I went on this thing. Next one is
Postman Pat's Parcel Post.
Yeah, unfortunately this is being dismantled, and it is the last season, and being replaced with another roller coaster within CBB's land.
Which will be bluey themed, I believe.
Yep, so if you do like this ride, your children do like this ride, get them on it for those last rides. We've never been on it, however, we do know someone that has been on it, and they really seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
However, they are of that age group that does enjoy that. So again, I will probably put it at
children's rides.
Yeah, I put it in children's rides, but his one doesn't get that much of a queue at the moment. So again, it's one that isn't as a filler ride. Raj's Bouncy Bottom Burp. Bouncy Bottom, say Bouncy Bottom.
Absolutely
sorry.
not. It's a children's ride again, though, so maybe.
It is a children's ride again. It's exactly the same. It's one of those bouncing drop towers, and that's the same as Peter Rabbit's. Yeah, again, it just goes in there. However, it does make farting noises, goes up and down, which everyone finds funny. Okay, maybe you don't.
No.
Next one is Rita.
I would say if there's time for Rita, especially at the minute, I think it's still running on a one train service.
No, it's on 2 now.
Oh, is it on 2 now? Oh, okay. But still, Rita seems to amass like 70, 80-minute queues and usually stays like that for most of the day. If you do want to get on Rita, I would suggest going to the dark forest area of the park first thing in the morning, 9:30ish. Sometimes it does open just before 10 as well, so you might get on a ride before the park opens.
Yeah, it's a good launch, meanders after that, and since we've just been recently introduced to stealth,
We're a bit spoilt now.
yeah, we can understand why people don't rate this coaster.
In comparison, yeah.
And understand why Towers got it, because it is a launch coaster, don't need any lift hills or anything like that. That was a good feel at the time. However, nowadays I think it just needs to be either redone, a bit like Top Thrill Dragster 2 was done, or swapped out, and I would like a max spinning coaster.
Yeah, like Rides of Happiness.
Yeah.
We've never experienced that, but Rides of Happiness does look awesome. So if Towers could have something like that,
Yeah, we made
that would be excellent.
Again, that's a launch coaster. It's not very tall, so it would go well under the tree line.
Yeah.
Modern day technology, no reason why we couldn't have coasters that are filling but still within the height restrictions.
Yeah.
Next is Royal Carousel.
Same again, never ridden it again.
Never ridden this. We could ride it
If we wanted
if we wanted to.
Yeah.
However, no, it's not something we ever done and interested in. Next is Mine Train.
I'd put that in a maybe.
Maybe, okay.
Yeah. We've been on it a few times, but it's a cute little ride, it's fun, it's just not something we would really,
It's not a demographic ride,
Yeah.
it's a one again you take youngsters on. You may get a 3 or 4 lap special, depending on how busy it is, but normally it's just 2 laps and that's it. It is fun. Next is Skyride. Now again, we've never been on this. Well, Jay has never been on it. I have a good long time ago. However, the ride had been closed for the past couple of years, and it is due to open, as mentioned before, at the end of April.
I think this is 30th of April, so that'll be good for getting around the park, especially for people with mobility issues and small children. That'll help you get around the park a lot easier.
Yeah. I would put on it again, it's a must.
Yeah.
Just for transportation reasons. You've got a station at the front of the park, a station at Forbidden Valley, and a station next to Burger Kitchen and the chained Oakware Hexes. So it does reduce your walking time and that right down, like as Jay pointed out, for anyone with mobility issues or small children getting tired, it means it's
godsend.
handy when it's going to come back online. Next one, Spinball Wizard.
Ooh, that's between maybe and if there's time, I would say. What do you think?
I'd say if there's time.
Yeah. It is nice to get on it, but it just
How
seems
would you
to.
put it more than 4 lap?
I do like it. It just seems to amass a large queue again. So if there's time to get on it, I'd do it.
If
But
it's a 5-minute wait, that will do it. 20-minute wait will do it.
just not an hour plus. It's
a bit
just.
attacked here by Oblivion Bear. Go on. it back on there we go. So yeah, I'd say if there's time and that, I don't support a maybe, and that I'd put a fail if there's time, just because it's a good ride. We do enjoy it. Okay, Dragon's Fury at Chessington is a better version of this.
Yeah.
However, this is also Jade's first ever roller coaster. This is what got her into coasters. What?
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago now. When we first went to Alton Towers. I dragged her along, put her on this coaster, looked at her face going round, and thought she would never let me ride a roller coaster ever again. However, then she got off and went, "How was that?" And she went, insert expletive here. She really loved it. Nowadays, because obviously she's experienced other coasters, it's dropped down, but that is what introduced. And anyone that is thinking about going into roller coasters, it is a good one to first get in.
Start off small and work your way up.
Yeah, this, then Galactica, and then possibly like obviously 13 Wicker Man. It is a good starting coasters to get yourself into it, and then you can move on to like Nemesis, Smiler, Oblivion, Rita, and that could put you in good standing for other coasters around the world.
Yeah.
Talking of 13, we've got 13 here.
I would go with this time for 13.
Okay, yeah. Good coaster. Just a family coaster. Drops good. I wish they'd turn off the trim brake and make that drop even better. And then you have got the surprise ending, but let's mention it on here. For those that haven't ridden it. Yeah, it's a good coaster. If there's time, wouldn't wait an hour like the queues sometimes get with it. However, if it says 5 to 10, 15 minutes, even 20 minutes, definitely go on it. Again, it's located next to Vita, so if you head there at the beginning of the day, go straight, jump on Vita, and then you can get a ride on 13 afterwards.
Yeah. Always good to start on those two because it's at the end of the park. Not a lot of people go there first, so you can get those couple of rides in and move on.
Next is Curse.
Curse, that's a must. Curse always has a short queue, 5 to 10 minutes on most days, so it's just a nice little
days. It's a people eater.
Filler ride.
And not literally a people eater, even though that would make a fantastic theming for Alton Towers ride. And that it's got Emily Alton in it, and it's an omnibus, it just goes through it like anything. It's well themed, it is good. They've got everything working this year. Last year the trommel stopped working, so it was a bit okay. This year the trommel's back working, and it's a lot better with that on.
And we've got my favourite ride, the Smiler. That is a must. Not if there's time. It's a must. My favourite ride in the park. It's just got to be done every time.
Yeah, the Smiler, it's a good ride. The last 3 inversions are a bit rough. However, if you make sure you brace yourself before you get to them, then it's not a problem. The front row, as everyone says, is the better row to be on.
Yeah. Especially
for roughness. The back row on the right hand side, I tend to find it is the roughest part of the coaster. However, it's still enjoyable. The whole part of it is 14 loops, world record breaker. That's never
not
been
loops,
beaten.
inversions, but yeah.
Okay, inversions. That's never been beaten. So yeah, definitely a must. Next is Toxicator. Now we're going to have to put this in never ridden because we've never ridden it.
No, we tried to, but
it broke down.
Closed, yeah.
And then we went away, came back, tried again. It broke down. It's not the ride's fault. We just got unlucky.
Yeah, it was opening week that we went, so things happen.
Yeah, we came off Nemesis. I think that's the last Friday of the day. We saw that Toxicator was reopening after downtime. Unfortunately, reopened for 1 minute.
Then
As
queue
we
closed.
got to the queue, they pulled the barrier across, and we're just, yeah.
But we will get on it at some point this year, and we can give better,
They'll probably be on it this month.
yeah,
Not
opinions.
this year, this month.
Well, yeah, this month.
Yeah. Right, next, Wicker Man.
That I would say also a must. Just a mask, quite a queue. It's it's a lot of people's favourite ride there, but it is well worth getting on.
Yeah, especially for night ride. With all the flame effects on, and that for a night ride it is really good. We went on it the other week for a night ride, and it was, well, as I mentioned in the video, hauling, and it is a very good ride.
Yeah.
Right, okay, well, thank you very much for joining us, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you agree with our rankings. If you don't worry.
Let us know.
Everyone else has their own opinions, but please let us know in the comments what your favourite coasters are and where you would rank them. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, we'll send all these guys after you. Yeah. Right. Well, this is us signing off.
See you soon, guys.
Bye.